Welcome everyone to the biggest wrestling pay-per-view of the year, WrestleMania 29. What an incredible lineup we have got for you guys tonight. We have got The Undertaker versus CM Punk with the streak on the line. We have got Triple H, Brock Lesnar, no holds barred. We have got the WWE Championship match between The Rock and John Cena. We've got Jack Swagger and Alberto Del Rio for the World Championship. Plus much more. But we're going to be kicking off WrestleMania with the Intercontinental Championship on the line. Originally this match was scheduled as a pre-show match, and the Brodus Clay Tensai versus Rhodes Scholars match was going to be on the main show. But as a late call, we have decided to switch those two matches around. So the tag team match went to the pre-show, and on the main WrestleMania card we have got Wade Barrett versus The Miz with the IC Championship on the line. The champion Wade Barrett now in the ring, looking confident as ever. And speaking of confident, The Miz now one of the most confident wrestlers we have got on this entire roster, making his way to the ring. The former WWE champion. It was only 2 years ago when The Miz successfully retained his championship in the main event at WrestleMania when he went against John Cena, but Miz ended up winning that match with a little helping hand from The Rock. Ironically, it being The Rock versus John Cena for the second time in tonight's main event. As far as kicking off this show goes, we are going to be doing it in style. The Miz versus Wade Barrett, Intercontinental Championship on the line. This one is going to be a good one. You can see the graphic on the screen now, and it is official. As the referee calls to the bell, this one is underway. Barrett and Miz locking up. Miz with the early eye rake. You can hear the crowd not too happy with that one. The Miz supposed to be the fan favourite in this match, but the fans already booing. They're saying that the fans actually booing Wade Barrett as well, so it appears both of these wrestlers very unpopular with tonight's WrestleMania crowd. Nevertheless, I'm sure neither of these men are going to care too much about that. All they care about is leaving WrestleMania 29 as the IC champion, and as it currently stands, Wade Barrett, the current reigning and defending Intercontinental Champion, in charge of The Miz earlier on. The Miz now staging a comeback, spoke too soon. Wade Barrett throwing Miz onto the outside. The Miz again, going to the top rope. Didn't quite connect fully with that double axe handle, got just about enough of it to daze the Englishman. Barrett now in the corner. Oh, Miz going for his classic manoeuvre, countered by Barrett. Wrapping that arm up. Oh, and a disrespectful slap to the back of The Miz's head. Wade Barrett showing The Miz exactly what he thinks of him. These two superstars have been feuding now on and off for the past month or two, and it all comes to a head tonight on the biggest stage of them all. As I said, we have got plenty of action tonight. We have got 9 matches in total. Many championships on the line, including the most prestigious championship in the entire WWE, that being the WWE Championship, as the current champion The Rock defends against John Cena. We've also got Alberto Del Rio defending the World Championship against Jack Swagger. Not to mention the match arguably bigger than any championship in the entire WWE, with the streak on the line. The Undertaker is going to be facing CM Punk, and that one is sure to be special. But back into this match, Barrett now with the elbows to The Miz. This has been very back and forth. Oh, Barrett going for a German suplex, it looked like. Miz with the elbows. Oh, skull crushing finale. The skull crushing finale out of nowhere. And this one not lasting too long. The Miz is the brand new Intercontinental Champion, defeating Wade Barrett. What a way to kick off WrestleMania. The opening match of the night has crowned a brand new champion. The Miz doing his fans proud. Winning that championship once again. And now rubbing salt into the wounds of Barrett. But wait, what is this? US champion Antonio Cesaro, not actually on tonight's WrestleMania card, coming out and stomping the crap out of the Miz. Maybe some form of alliance forming between Cesaro and Wade Barrett, but we will see exactly where that one goes. But coming up next, it is going to be Chris Jericho versus Fandango, the second match on this WrestleMania card. And here he comes, the first ever undisputed WWE champion, Y2J Chris Jericho. The fans are going wild. Jericho, one of the most popular stars in the entire WWE. And he's got an interesting matchup tonight against Fandango, the newcomer. Only been in the WWE now for a couple of months, if that. Only having a couple of short matches on the way. So both these guys are going to be having a strange, different kind of challenge. You've got Jericho, the veteran, going to be facing a newcomer who, to be fair, none of us know exactly about. And then you've got the newcomer with bags of talent, going to be facing one of the best to ever grace the squared circle, Chris Jericho. Keep our fingers crossed though for a very entertaining match. Y2J taking this one very seriously, you can tell by the straight look on his face. And here he comes, Fandango, slowly but surely making his way into this WrestleMania arena. The newcomer full of confidence. Nice little dance on the way to the ring, as you do. Fandango not being too happy with how the announcers have been saying his name in recent weeks, so he's probably not going to be too happy with how I'm pronouncing it. But still, Fandango making his way to the ring. Jericho Fandango coming up in just a couple of minutes now. The cocky youngster getting through the ropes, and this one is about to be underway, but not before one more little surprise by Fandango, a little prance in the ring, and some fireworks. This is WrestleMania. The crowd absolutely electric tonight. And Fandango, Chris Jericho, now officially underway as referee Charles Robinson rings the bell. Early on, Irish whip and a big dropkick by Jericho. Jericho always had a fantastic dropkick throughout his entire wrestling career. Arguably one of the best dropkicks in the entire WWE. Fandango early on pushed aside, thrown out of the ring, and Chris Jericho loving it, talking to the fans, and the fans loving it as well. Fandango back in. Oh, but drop toe hold. Fandango now starting to go to work on Jericho, working on the leg, and now got him up to his feet. Oh, but Jericho out of nowhere. Enziguri kick. Y2J now on the top rope. Oh, going for his forearm smash, not to be. Fandango had Jericho's number that time. An early submission hold locked into Jericho. Ironically, I'm sure Jericho is going to be looking for his walls of Jericho to end this one. Jericho out of that manoeuvre, and now ducking down under, and now into a nice spin around scoop neck breaker. And show Fandango, you do not disrespect the legend that is Y2J. Y2J been with WWE now since 1999, one of the most longest active wrestlers on the roster, despite the few breaks Jericho has had in the last several years. But so far, so good for the young Fandango. Currently in control with Jericho, but Jericho rolls out of the way. Again, another float around neck breaker. Fandango back to his feet before Jericho slamming him down and going with that snap suplex. Jericho always being one of the best wrestlers in the WWE, and always very technically sound, as you just saw there with that double arm backbreaker. Jericho thinking about going to the top rope, has a change of thought though, but it took too long. Fandango, Irish whip. Oh, roll up. Only getting the 1 count that time. Fandango gonna have to do a lot more than that to put down Chris Jericho. But continuing the assault now. The head of Jericho bouncing off the mat. But Y2J back to his feet, a few chops. Now choking the crap out of Fandango. Classic Y2J. What is this? Oh, a big power bomb. We don't see that move too often by Y2J, but when he does do it, a very effective maneuver. Surprisingly, they're not going for the pin. Maybe Jericho going to pay for that one, because Fandango back in control. That big drop kick sending Jericho onto the outside of the ring. But Jericho suckering Fandango in, putting him on the guardrail, and now a headbutt, a vicious headbutt by Y2J. Clearly Y2J means business tonight, but still having some fun with the fans again, playing with the crowd as Fandango though from behind. Oh, and Jericho walking into a big elbow and a big spinning wheel kick. A beautiful kick by Fandango, nearly taking the head of Chris Jericho off. Jericho, luckily for him, near the ropes, out of the ring, but now quickly back in. Irish whip. And a big elbow smash of his own. Fandango definitely feeling the wrath of Y2J. We have seen this feud go on now for the past several weeks. You probably say Fandango so far in this feud has gained the upper hand, but we will see whether that upper hand in the feud is going to pay dividends to see if Fandango can defeat Jericho tonight. But Jericho, the wake up taunt. Oh, hits the code breaker. Fandango walking straight into a code breaker, and if the code breaker wasn't enough, there was a Jericho locked in, and it's the old school version. The Lion Tamer and Fandango, no choice but to tap out Chris Jericho. Another WrestleMania moment for Y2J. Big victory for Jericho. Unlucky for the youngster Fandango, but I'm sure Fandango has a bright future in the WWE. Just wasn't his night tonight. Jericho feeling the effects of the match, but Jericho leaving WrestleMania as a worthy winner. Next up, we have got that huge 6-man tag team match. It is going to be the team of Randy Orton, Sheamus and the Big Show versus the trio collectively known as The Shield. Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. An amazing group thus far in their early WWE careers, only having a handful of matches between them on the main roster. I believe their matches being 2 6-man tag team matches, where the Shield have come out on top both times. So we will see if the Shield are going to make it third time lucky tonight, as Randy Orton's tag team partner Sheamus now making his way to the ring, the former World Heavyweight Champion. Sheamus originally winning that World Championship this time last year at WrestleMania 28, when, as we all remember, Sheamus defeating Daniel Bryan in near record setting time. Sheamus held that championship for the majority of 2012 until this man, the Big Show, defeated Sheamus for that championship, and which Sheamus has definitely not forgotten about. During those few months, Sheamus and the Big Show absolutely beat the crap out of each other. But as far as tonight goes, these two former world champions seemingly putting their differences aside, because in order to beat the Shield, a very solid unit, this team has got to be united, and that is exactly what Randy Orton has been trying to do in the last few weeks, trying to get Big Show and Sheamus to trust each other. And you've got to say, it looks like they seem on the same page as far as at the moment goes, but will they stay on the same page until the end of the match? The Shield now making their way to the ring. Seth Rollins on the left, Dean Ambrose in the middle, and on the right, the beast of the group, Roman Reigns. As I said previously, these guys not having too many matches on the main roster in WWE, but the few matches they have had, they have remained undefeated. A couple of successful 6-man tag outings, and they're going to try and make it 3 in a row tonight. The Shield versus Sheamus, the Big Show, and the Viper, Randy Orton, now underway. Randy Orton and the biggest member of the Shield, Roman Reigns, kicking this one off, but Roman Reigns walking straight into a big drop kick. But just as we thought it was the ideal start for Randy Orton, the Shield completely changing the tide of the match. But Orton slowly back to his feet. Irish whip to Reigns, and now Reigns in the corner. Orton punch after punch, but in that third one, Reigns reversing it. An early tag to his tag team partner Dean Ambrose, definitely the most unstable member of the Shield. Has a certain look about him that lets you know he definitely means business, and he will do anything to make sure he gets the victory for his team tonight. But Randy Orton going for a crossbody. Ambrose, Ambrose showing some nice power moves there, catching Orton in midair, knocking him down to the mat, and again Orton attempting a fight back, but Dean Ambrose spinning him around into a nice neck breaker. Irish whip though. And early on, Orton going for one of his signature manoeuvres, that hanging DDT, that spiked DDT off that middle rope. And we could be seeing a tag for the first time on that side of the ring. Yes, we have. Sheamus tagged in now. A great right with a big clothesline. A nice double team manoeuvre as the Great White is making his presence known in this one. Irish whip and a big shoulder barge, taking Dean Ambrose down. Oh, what a move by Sheamus. This 250-pound machine showing he can still fly around the ring if he wants to. Great agility shown by the Great White. Ambrose, Sheamus. Ambrose getting the upper hand this time with that big Russian leg sweep, but missing the elbow drop and walking straight into a sledge at the hands of Sheamus. You've got to say, currently the Shield being the most dominant faction in recent memory in the WWE. A very successful early start to their careers. They have beat the hell out of John Cena, Ryback, not to mention the 3 members in this match, the Big Show, Sheamus and Randy Orton. The Shield very, very dominant thus far in their WWE careers. Originally kind of aligned with CM Punk. We've not seen that too much recently, but the Shield very good on their own. More than capable of holding their own with any member of the entire WWE roster, whether that be Raw or SmackDown. Then again, I say Raw and SmackDown, I guess these days the brand's split next to non-existent, but still, technically it's 2 still separate brands. Oh, what a power by Sheamus. That spinning side slam onto the biggest member of the Shield. Sheamus now, Irish whip. Tag to Randy Orton again. The Big Show still waiting for that tag. Though currently in the match illegally, but what a double team maneuver. Randy Orton feeling it early on. Taunting for it. Gonna be looking for that RKO possibly. Whatever he was going for. The block by Reigns. The big elbow. not on the head of steam, but Sheamus ready for it. Sheamus knocking Reigns out of the ring. And this is arguably the most offense we've ever seen the Shield go through. Normally the Shield dominate in their matches, but thus far that's not been the case in this one. But this is WrestleMania, and the team of Orton, Sheamus and the Big Show are going to be doing whatever it takes to leave WrestleMania as the winners in this six-man war. The Big Show in the corner still absolutely dying for a tag, but Randy Orton continues as the legal man. Oh, and what a belly-to-belly, a big belly-to-belly by Reigns. Orton again fighting back, not until... Oh, nice combination. Reigns with that double combination, taking Randy down again. Randy now in a bad predicament on the top rope. What is Reigns going to be going for? Oh, what a move. A double underhook suplex, taking the Viper down. I thought Reigns was going to go for the cover. Instead decided to go for the stretch submission hold. But Orton obviously not wore down quite enough yet, kicking out of that one with ease. But again, Roman Reigns not really known for his technical ability, but so far in this one, a number of very technically sound maneuvers shown by the big man. Not to mention brute force, as we just saw that big snap suplex again. But the Viper Randy Orton, a multiple-time former world champion and former WWE champion, is not going to give in. Attempting a fight back, like Orton doesn't seem to know quite where he is. And again, the Shield remain in control. Another tag now. Dean Ambrose tagged into this one for the second time. A big shot to the ribs. And Orton in desperate trouble. We don't see Orton take this much offense usually. Orton's got to be dying to get a tag to either Sheamus or the Big Show. Is he going to make it? Not quite. Going top rope. Oh, going for that crossbody again. But Dean Ambrose had his number. Dean Ambrose now out of the ring. And the Shield now look to be exposing that table. We have seen that triple powerbomb numerous times. That powerbomb done to numerous superstars, including the members of this match. But Randy Orton out. Oh, RKO. In RKO out of nowhere on that announcer's table. Randy Orton getting some revenge for that one. But Dean Ambrose quickly to his feet. But definitely feeling the effects of that RKO. Ambrose will rush for adrenaline to get into this match because the referee was nearing the 10 count. Big Show in, but Dean Ambrose avoiding that big boot. But cannot avoid the big bulldog by the 500-pound giant. Oh, but Dean Ambrose well aware what he's got to do to defeat the Big Show. A big rake to the eyes. But the Big Show again showing that power. The biggest man in WWE history. Oh, what a move. A whiplash effect, sending Ambrose down. Big Show calling for it. Is he going to be going for the choke slam or possibly the WMD? Goes for some punches but didn't quite connect with the second one. But snapmare down again. Oh, the Big Show. Ambrose. Oh, choke slam. A huge choke slam onto Dean Ambrose into the cover. 1, 2, only a 2 count. Dean Ambrose kicking out. Big Show again. The first one wasn't quite enough. It's the second one going to do it. Another huge choke slam. Into the cover. 1, 2. And at the last second, Roman Reigns saving Dean Ambrose. And saving the Shield from their first defeat in WWE. But can the ring hold the weight of the Big Show? I guess it can. A huge spear off the top rope. Another long 2 count, but this time Seth Rollins saving Dean Ambrose from the loss. Big Show throwing everything he can possibly do at Dean Ambrose. But the guy will just not stay down. But the Great White Sheamus now tagged back in. Sheamus has turned to try to keep this little pest down for the 3 count. A good start of a couple of shoulder thrusts, but the second one not paying off. Roman Reigns back in, Irish whip. Double hip toss and the kip up the Shield, showing the WWE Universe exactly what they can do. As if we haven't already seen what they can do in the last several months. Sheamus. Oh, bro kick. The bro kick from the Great White. This has got to be over. 1, 2. Kicking out after a long 2 count. Celtic cross. We've not seen this for a while. Celtic cross. Reigns down again into the cover. But Reigns again continuing to kick out. Another bro kick. That one definitely would have been a 3 count, but Seth Rollins in for his team, taking Sheamus away. Sheamus going for a 3rd bro kick, cannot connect. But stopping Reigns from getting that tag. A big German suplex. And then a Viper. Randy Orton tag back into this one. You've got to say the team of the Big Show, RKO and Sheamus, have been on top all match long. The Shield, for whatever reason, not showing their normal offensive manoeuvres in this one. Previously, the Shield have dominated their matches, but that has not been the case at WrestleMania. Possibly some pre-match nerves by the rookies. I guess that we will never know. But Reigns trying to get back in control, choking Randy Orton on the ropes. But the Viper, with the adrenaline flowing through his body, will not give in. These two men, reversal after reversal, and Orton taking him down with that quick and powerful clothesline. Kick after kick, and now another huge Irish whip, sending the big man off the turnbuckle. What is this? Oh, a big slam. A move formerly known as the angle slam, this time used by Randy Orton. RKO. An RKO onto the big man who's already taken 2 bro kicks. Oh, but again, Seth Rollins saving his team from the loss. And you can tell the frustration and intensity in the eyes of Randy Orton. Taking Rollins to the outside. I would not like to be Seth Rollins right now. RKO. An RKO to Seth Rollins, but Rollins is not the legal man in this one. I believe the legal man is Dean Ambrose. Ambrose getting the tag moments ago. So Randy Orton and Dean Ambrose are the legal men in this contest, as Sheamus throws Dean Ambrose back into the ring, into the hands of the Viper. Randy Orton pulling Dean Ambrose to the middle of the ring, now putting him on the ropes. Orton feeling it again, another trademark spike DDT. I've never seen the Shield be dominated like this before. Like I said, the Shield definitely not having a particularly good night. Orton just taking advantage of Dean Ambrose, beating the crap out of him, punch after punch, kick after kick. And Randy Orton looking to be finishing this one. Oh, RKO, and a huge RKO that time. 1, 2, 3. For whatever reason, the Shield not turning up tonight as they normally do. Sheamus, Randy Orton and the Big Show have defeated the most dominant group in WWE today. A huge victory by these 3 men. These 3 former world champions, no doubt going to be in title contention after that huge win. Orton, Big Show, Sheamus. A huge victory at WrestleMania 29. Continuing this huge WrestleMania night, next up we have got Ryback versus the world's strongest man, Mark Henry. As you can see, Henry now making his way to the ring, and since coming back from a long-term injury, Mark Henry has been dominating the entire WWE roster, including Ryback. These 2 big guys have been feuding for the last month or 2. And it's all coming to a head tonight at WrestleMania 29. Mark Henry not looking too happy as always, slowly but surely making his way to the ring is the world's strongest man. The question is, can Ryback defeat the world's strongest man here at Mania, or is Ryback going to be added to the growing number of superstars in Mark Henry's Hall of Pain? But here comes Ryback, big hungry, making his way to the ring. It is not looking a particularly good mood either. This one is certainly going to be interesting. These two big superstars about to go one-on-one. No doubt this match is not going to be pretty, but it is going to be hard-hitting. And it's going to be aggression filled. These two giants now locking up. Ryback with the early advantage until Henry fighting back. Henry going straight to work on the legs of Ryback, that big shin breaker. Taking Ryback down again. Ryback had a pretty good rookie year in the WWE so far. Coming close to becoming WWE champion on a couple of occasions. And would have become champion if it wasn't for the interference of the Shield. But no doubt Ryback a big future in this company and will no doubt be a future World or WWE champion. But Mark Henry, a former world champion in his own right, going to work on Ryback early on. These two big guys on the outside of the ring. Quickly back in there before referee Charles Robinson can get that 10 count. Locking up again. Mark Henry again with the strength advantage, taking control of Ryback. Another back grapple. And another big shin buster by the world's strongest man. A wise strategy by the veteran Mark Henry. Oh, and a big tilt-to-world side slam just to follow up. Mark Henry, no doubt, angry as ever, but dominating Ryback early on. I've never seen Ryback be dominated quite this much in a previous match, I don't think. But that is what you get when you come face to face with the world's strongest man. But this is WrestleMania. Ryback, Henry, and Henry again for the third consecutive time, going for that big shin breaker. Henry meaning business tonight. This one of many big matches still to come. We have still got Taker versus CM Punk with a streak on the line. We have got for the world title Alberto Del Rio defending against Jack Swagger. We have got WWE champion The Rock defending against John Cena. We've also got some tag team championships on the line. Plus that no DQ match between Triple H again and Brock Lesnar. I'm sure that match is going to be interesting. Paul Heyman in the corner of Brock Lesnar. Shawn Michaels in the corner of Triple H. But more on that as the night progresses, because in the ring. Oh, Henry off the top rope. We did not see that move too often. And the few times we have seen it, it's not been very lucky to the ring. But that time the ring managing to stay up. And a nice bit of speed there by both these men. Ryback with the last word there though, taking him down, spinning him round. What is this? Surely not. Oh, what strength shown by Ryback. That pump handle tight fall away slam. Ryback corner Finette going to be looking to end this one. A few kicks to the midsection. The question is, can Ryback even lift this man to get his finisher move on him. This huge shoulder thrust in the corner. Ryback's turn now. These two men exchanging shoulder thrust. Again, Henry throwing Ryback into the corner. Oh, and this time with a big meat hook clothesline of his own, taking Ryback down again. But as I was saying previously, the question is, can Ryback lift Mark Henry to get his shell shock finisher maneuver? We've got to say so far, Ryback lifting Henry with reasonable ease early in this one. That finisher is a different type of maneuver. A little bit of extra strength needed compared to these other previous moves. So can Ryback do it? I guess we will see. Ryback though, feeling confident. Telling the crowd exactly how he feels. Feeding time for Ryback. Now there's one man that loves to feed on the roster more than Ryback. That man is definitely Mark Henry. Superstar after superstar have fallen to the world's strongest man, being welcomed in to Mark Henry's Hall of Pain. Over the last couple of years we have seen the likes of Sheamus, The Big Show, John Cena, many superstars defeated. And so far so good for Henry in this one. Ryback again on the outside. This match completely breaking down. Henry in the guardrail and getting another big headbutt by Ryback. Referee Charles Robinson getting close to a 10 count before Ryback breaking that count again. Possibly a bad choice by Ryback. Oh, what is this? Ryback driving Henry through the barricade into the crowd. The WrestleMania 29 crowd again up close and personal with Ryback and Mark Henry. Again, lifting this behemoth of a man, attempting to put him back in the ring, and that is exactly what he did again. Unlike Ryback going to the top rope, is this one going to pay off? Henry turning around now, groggy as hell. Oh, but I think he missed the punch, but he connected with the second one. Oh, and a big clothesline. A big meat hook clothesline from the top rope. Ryback feeling it now, this could be it. Can he connect it? Looks like he can. And he hits it. Shell shocked onto Mark Henry. This one's over. 1, 2, 3. No. The world's strongest man kicking out of the shell shocked. How many men have we seen kick out of that move? Possibly none previously before. Mark Henry, possibly the first man to do so here tonight at WrestleMania. Oh, and a huge shoulder thrust, sending Henry into that corner position on the mat. Oh, what is this by Ryback? We have seen this move before. Signature time by Big Hungry. And despite Ryback kicking out of that previous shell shocked, I'm not sure he can kick out of two. As Ryback attempts to connect with a second one, marching around the ring and connects. Shell shock for the second time. Surely. And it took 2 shell shocks to put the world's strongest man down, but Ryback has done it. Ryback defeating the world's strongest man tonight at WrestleMania 29. Weeks of frustration, arguably months of frustration, with Mark Henry put an end to tonight by Ryback. Henry on the outside now, down on his knees. Ryback oh, and Ryback now the win, possibly not enough. We have seen Mark Henry attack Ryback week after week. Ryback finally getting some revenge. But moving on, up next, with the World Heavyweight Championship on the line, it is going to be World Champion Alberto Del Rio defending against Jack Swagger. And whilst this match doesn't necessarily have the name power of the other world title match, this one's sure to be very technical and a very solid match between these two very solid technical performers. Alberto Del Rio, World Heavyweight Champion, and a former WWE Champion. Jack Swagger about to make his way to the ring shortly, probably accompanied by Zeb Coulter. Since returning to the WWE, Swagger with a different kind of character, a lot more intensity, showing the WWE fans he deserves to beat the World Champion. We've seen him get there one time before. Jack Swagger defeating Chris Jericho via Money in the Bank back in 2009, I believe. Can Swagger become a two-time World Champion tonight? But here he comes, the former All-American American, accompanied by Zeb Coulter. A new kind of Jack Swagger. More intensity, more confidence. And Swagger has sworn to the WWE Universe he will be leaving WrestleMania as the World Champion. But we will see. Swagger enters the ring. And we're only minutes away from this world title match getting underway. The graphic making it official with the SmackDown World Heavyweight Championship on the line. This one is underway. Alberto Del Rio with the headlock. Big kick to the gut of Swagger, but Swagger with that power advantage with that reversal into the corner. Swagger, despite being a very good technical wrestler, can definitely brawl as well, as we just saw previously, that big punch. But again, nice reversal by Swagger. Definitely one of the best technical wrestlers in WWE currently. You've got to put Swagger up there with the likes of CM Punk and Daniel Bryan. Swagger very technically sound, very able to get the job done tonight. Oh, belly to belly. Over the years, Jack Swagger been compared to the likes of Kurt Angle, a superstar with a very similar moveset. Kurt Angle, of course, one of the WWE former greats. And that talks volumes of what Jack Swagger can do. To be compared to the likes of Kurt Angle, like I said, is amazing. Big overhead German suplex. Flipping Del Rio straight over onto his front. And now Del Rio on the top rope. But kicking Swagger away this time. Oh, cannot connect with that double axe handle. A big shot to the gut of Alberto Del Rio. Swagger now, ironically, locking an armbar type maneuver onto Del Rio. That armbar, of course, Del Rio's finisher. Or at least one of them. So not only is this match Swagger versus Del Rio, it's armbar versus ankle lock. Definitely wouldn't be surprised, despite this outcome, with Extreme Rules coming up very, very shortly. A rematch between the pair, very likely to be a submission match. Like I said, armbar versus ankle lock. A lot of potential there. As Alberto Del Rio now early on, the current world champion, not looking too good. Got to give the advantage to Swagger thus far in this contest. As Zeb Coulter And Ricardo Rodriguez watch on from the outside. But Swagger back in. Again, another reversal by Swagger. More punches to the head of Del Rio. As Ricardo Rodriguez going apeshit on the top of the apron. The referee has got to do something about this. Ricardo just going mad, constantly attempting to put off Jack Swagger. Not that Del Rio needs his help, as you just saw a nice spinning backbreaker and another one. The second consecutive tilt-a-well backbreaker. Del Rio on the top rope, hitting some kind of elbow clothesline combination. And now Del Rio finally, with a fire under his butt, finally getting going. Big snap suplex. And a German, a move normally used by Jack Swagger. So Alberto Del Rio, very technically sound as well. A legend back in Mexico. A former world champion multiple times back in various Mexico federations. As he is here in the WWE. Like I said previously, a former WWE champion and current world champion. Del Rio, since coming in the WWE a few years ago, very successful run. And now we've got it. The armbar, the famous armbar by Alberto Del Rio locked in. But Jack Swagger straight out of that one. And you can see Alberto holding that leg. That is not going to be a good sign for Del Rio, as Jack Swagger, with that famous ankle lock, going to be looking to lock that move in, I'm sure. And this match is not no disqualifications, but Jack Swagger out to the announcers table, realising though that he could possibly get disqualified. Del Rio does not want any part of that announcers table. Swagger got to be careful, because this match is a standard match. So if Swagger gets disqualified, he can kiss goodbye to this world championship that he looks to win tonight for the second time in his early career. These two men again in the ring, back and forth, back and forth. Finally, Del Rio taking control of that big snap backdrop. Oh, and a nice overhead belly to belly release suplex. And that flat and then reverse DDT. Del Rio now going to the top rope. We do not see this too often, but connects with a big elbow into the cover. Coulter attempted to get involved, but the referee managing to get the count anyway. But only a 2 count that time. But what is this? Going for a powerbomb. Oh, reverses it. A beautiful reversal by Del Rio into that facebuster. And now Del Rio, wake up taunt time. Here we go again, second time. The armbar locked in. But again, Swagger refusing to tap out, and Swagger can see the desperation in Del Rio. There was no way he was going to pin Del Rio after that, but making Del Rio kick out, exerting even more energy. The world champion definitely in a bad predicament. Another submission hold locked in. But again, Del Rio out of that one. We have seen plenty of submission moves in this one. Like I said, it really wouldn't surprise me, despite the outcome of this match. These two guys having a rematch at Extreme Rules, and that rematch being some kind of submission match. Oh, what a move by Swagger again. That release. German suplex, sending Del Rio all the way over to his front. You've got to give Swagger credit. Swagger looking excellent in this one. Oh, an armbar locked in again. Swagger tapping out. Del Rio retaining, but no, the referee The referee being distracted by Zeb Coulter. The referee never saw Swagger tap out, so I guess this match continues. But Swagger just tapping out. Referee distracted, and this one is going to carry on for a little bit longer. Again, Swagger going back to the arm. Irony in that manoeuvre. Swagger's regular finisher manoeuvre, the ankle lock. I don't think Swagger has even attempted to connect with that move yet. Another reversal. Oh, and again for the third or fourth time, that release. Overhead German suplex. And Del Rio with a quick clothesline to Zeb Coulter on the outside moments ago, costing Del Rio a successful title defense. And a big enziguri to the forehead of Swagger. Again going straight back to that armbar. But for the second time, Zeb Coulter getting in the way of that one. Jack Swagger tapping out for the second consecutive time. But the referee distracted by Zeb on the outside. Going for it again. Another armbar locked in. Swagger has already tapped out twice. Though this time Swagger showing the strength to get out of that one. Though I think again Coulter was on the side. Oh, but Del Rio in typical Del Rio fashion, that big thumb to the eye. But the fans loving it. The fans now on their feet, trying to get behind Del Rio. But Del Rio knows he cannot become champion whilst Zeb Coulter still standing at ringside. Del Rio now getting hold of Zeb, putting Zeb in the corner, and this is not good for Coulter. Oh, driven through the barricade. Del Rio driving the manager of Jack Swagger through the barricade. We the people indeed. But Del Rio doing what has to be done. Though Del Rio possibly taking his eye off the ball momentarily. Running straight into Swagger, because now Swagger back in control despite his manager just being destroyed. Swagger, as a great superstar does, taking advantage of the situation. Del Rio quickly to his feet. Oh no. Oh, Jack Swagger's powerbomb. Not this way, surely. 1, 2, 3. With the huge assist going to Zeb Coulter, Jack Swagger once again is the World Heavyweight Champion. Swagger now a 2-time champion, but this is no doubt Swagger's biggest win of his career. Here at WrestleMania 29, Jack Swagger has defeated Alberto Del Rio. Jack Swagger, the brand new World Heavyweight Champion. A big, much anticipated tag team contest coming now for the WWE Tag Team Championships. It is going to be Team Hell No, Kane and Daniel Bryan versus the team of Dolph Ziggler and Big E Langston, accompanied by AJ Lee, I'm sure. With Daniel Bryan now entering the ring, debuting some new ring attire. And here he comes, Daniel Bryan's tag team partner. Kane also debuting some much darker ring attire tonight. But the Big Red Machine, the other half of the WWE Tag Team Champions, Team Hell No, have been Tag Team Champions for several months now. Very much a dominant tag team title reign. Previously defeating the likes of the Rhodes Scholars, Epico, Primo, the Primetime Players. You name a team, they have defeated the team. But the team in front of them tonight, Dolph Ziggler and Big E Langston, as the fireworks go off. But as I was saying, this team of Big E and Dolph Ziggler, a bit different to the teams they have faced so far. You've got the speed, the confidence in Dolph Ziggler, Mr. Money in the Bank, do not forget. And you've got that huge raw strength and power by the young Big E. Not been in the company too long, but Big E so far has showed the WWE Universe the strength this man can produce. And we were underway. Daniel Bryan got a full head of steam straight into the arms of Big E. But Daniel Bryan fighting out of that big clothesline. Hell no. Ziggler, Big E, AJ on the outside. World Tag Team Championships on the line. Big E looking great so far, but Daniel Bryan, yet the smallest man in this contest. Arguably the best technically skilled man in this contest. But you've got to put Dolph Ziggler right up there with him. But Big E, no doubt the strongest. And that is saying something, considering he is also in this contest with the Big Red Machine Kane. Kane, a huge man, a very powerful man, but I'm not sure even Kane can compete with the raw strength and brute force of Big E Langston. But Kane at least trying to, holding Big E this time. As Daniel Bryan comes in that big knee to the midsection. There is a reason why Daniel Bryan and Kane are the tag team champions. Great teamwork. Though it wasn't necessarily always that way, as we remember now, back in their early days as a tag team. Plenty of differences, plenty of kind of a strange alliance early on, not really the ideal tag team. But as we have seen in the last several months, these two really working as a proper tag team. And since that time came, these two more powerful and dangerous as a tag team than ever before. Oh, but Big E, big hip toss to Bryan. And now showing the much smaller man exactly what he can do to him. Big E Langston, such a big chunk of meat. And now a big clothesline taking Bryan down again. And he gets the tag. Mr. Money in the Bank tagged into this one. Nice double team move. And now Ziggler on the top rope. Oh, going for that double leg drop. Not to be though. Daniel Bryan out the way. Quick like cat. And now work on the arm of Ziggler. Once and twice. Is he going to get it a third time? Not to be. Turning him over into an early submission. But Dolph Ziggler, the first man in this contest, nowhere near weakened enough to tap out just yet. Oh, big super kick, HBK style to the face of Daniel Bryan. Probably not a wise choice by Ziggler to go over to that corner. But Big E in. But still, Dolph Ziggler attempting to put in that corner, but Daniel Bryan having none of it. Bryan now going top rope. Oh, big spinning forearm smash. We have seen that move done over the years by the likes of Chris Jericho. But now Daniel Bryan making that move his own. Oh, Ziggler just getting out of that one. Getting out of that tree of woe drop kick position, and now an Irish whip. Ducks down under. Oh, nice back body drop by Dolph Ziggler. But Daniel Bryan, a former world champion, fighting back. And come to think of it, 3 of the men in this contest are former world champions. Kane, a multiple time former world and WWE champion. Daniel Bryan, a former one-time world champion, yet a multiple time independent world champion. And Dolph Ziggler only having a cup of coffee with the world championship but it's officially on record that Dolph Ziggler is a former one-time world champion, defeating Edge back a couple of years ago now with his assistance to Vicky Guerrero, but Ziggler only holding that championship for a matter of minutes before Edge winning that championship straight back. The Big Red Machine now tagged into this one for the first time, debuting that all-black ring gear, possibly showing a darker side of Kane to come. Daniel Bryan going for that double arm backbreaker. Oh, but Ziggler with a great reversal. Reverse neck backbreaker into the other. Oh, but Kane. Oh, Kane catching Ziggler with a head of steam. Tilt-a-whirl side slam. And now Kane attempting to wear down the most confident superstar in the entire WWE. But Ziggler, #heel, getting out of that one. But not for too long. Kane again showing that brute force and power. Big backbreaker. But Ziggler showing that quickness and speed. And now this is where Dolph Ziggler gets too cocky, going for that head stab, but the Big Red Machine straight to his feet, pushing him over. But Ziggler again. Back and forth the action goes as AJ Lee looks onto the outside. A lot of history between AJ and Kane and Daniel Bryan. As I've said earlier on in the evening, last year at Mania it was Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus. At that point in time, AJ Lee in the corner and as the girlfriend of Daniel Bryan. And if you remember now that kiss of death, you could call it now, before that match. AJ Lee kissing her man Daniel Bryan as the bell was rung, and Sheamus not given a chance for Daniel Bryan to regain his composure, because after only a matter of seconds, Sheamus hitting that bro kick, getting the pin, and Sheamus becoming the world champion, taking Daniel Bryan's championship away from him in only a matter of seconds back at Wrestlemania last year. So Daniel Bryan, not the best memories of Wrestlemania so far, going to be looking to make some happy ones tonight. Daniel Bryan and Kane going to be looking to retain their tag team titles, but not going to be an easy task against this team of Biggie Langston and Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler coming off arguably one of his best years in the WWE, becoming Mr. Money in the Bank. Also having some big wins against the likes of John Cena, included in that ladder match back at TLC. But these two behemoths just going back and forth, and finally Ziggler gets the tag. Ziggler, oh, thrown onto Kane. A beautiful double T move there. Oh, and AJ Lee coming into play now, putting that rope down, sending the Big Red Machine onto the outside of the ring. AJ pleading her innocence to the referee, but I'm not even sure the referee can believe that one. Oh, here we go, sleeper hold. We have seen Dolph Ziggler put many superstars down with this finishing maneuver, but Kane not going to be one of them. Kane snapmaring Dolph Ziggler out of his boots, and now Ziggler back to his feet. But Kane now throwing Ziggler to the outside, but once again AJ Lee getting involved, and we know the history between AJ and Kane. Oh, zigzag out of nowhere. Dolph Ziggler connecting with that zigzag on the outside of the ring. Dolph now Denali can get Kane back in. And is he going to go for the pinfall? But Kane, the Big Red Machine, quickly to his feet. Possibly instinctively, you've got to assume Kane definitely feeling the effect from that zigzag. Ziggler now sending Kane across the ring. But Kane just about managing to get the tag, and Daniel Bryan back in. Oh, another nice double team maneuver by Hell No. Roll up by Ziggler. Oh, close to a 3 count. And that time Ziggler kicking out the reversal. This match continues. Team Hell No, Big E, Dolph Ziggler, and now Daniel Bryan with that label lock. But Dolph Ziggler too close to the rope. The referee forcing Daniel Bryan to relinquish that hold. But Dolph Ziggler looks in a bad way. Daniel Bryan going for the cover. But AJ distracting the referee just like we saw in the previous match. Dolph Ziggler taking that chance now to get the tag to the big man, Big E Langston. Oh, he hits it. Big E hits his finishing maneuver. And from nowhere, this one is over. Dolph Ziggler, Big E Langston, the brand new WWE Tag Team Champions. The big assist going to AJ Lee on the outside. Nevertheless, Team Hell No have been defeated. New Tag Team Champions at WrestleMania, Big E and Mr. Money in the Bank, Dolph Ziggler. Next up, the second of our 4 main events of the evening. In a no disqualification contest, it is going to be Brock Lesnar versus Triple H. This is the match I'm most looking forward to, aside from Undertaker versus Punk. This feud has developed over the last 6 months or so. If we go back to SummerSlam, it was Brock Lesnar versus Triple H once more. In that particular contest, Brock Lesnar getting the win, but that wasn't the end of the story. Triple H suffering a broken arm, seemingly retiring from in-ring competition after that match. But because of the abuse Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar have done to Triple H and Triple H's family, Triple H returning to the ring tonight, but putting the game's career on the line. So Triple H putting his career on the line. If Triple H loses this one, Triple H will be retiring for good, as the game about to make his way into the arena. This stacked WrestleMania arena, I might add. This arena filled to the brim as Triple H coming out, making that classic entrance. Triple H, of course, sporting that new haircut, but despite not having the long hair anymore, Triple H still the game, still the ass kicker, and coming to play the game tonight at WrestleMania. These two men in previous weeks alone have been going back and forth, fighting at ringside, fighting all over the arena. And it all comes to a head tonight. WrestleMania 29, the grandest stage of them all, the showcase of the Immortals. WrestleMania 29, Triple H, Brock Lesnar, no disqualification. And Paul Heyman and Shawn Michaels at ringside, not even waiting for the bell to ring. These two managers, I guess you could call them, at ringside tonight, being sent to the back by referee Charles Robinson. So this match now is purely one-on-one. No HBK, no Paul Heyman at ringside. And Triple H with those early shots, only to be countered by the former Next Big Thing. Of course, we used to call him the Next Big Thing, but Brock Lesnar now has been the big thing for many years, whether it's in wrestling or Ultimate Fighting Championship. Brock Lesnar is a multiple-time world champion. A bit of a stalemate there earlier on. Back into the lockup. Brock Lesnar again regaining temporary control at least. Back lock. But Triple H to gain. Reversing that one. Oh, and a big backdrop. A big back suplex onto Brock Lesnar, going for that clothesline, but Brock Lesnar too quick, too powerful, taking the game down with that big drop toe hold. Do not forget, this match is no disqualifications, so all weapons are legal, whether it's a chair, a table, a hammer, a ring bell, you name it, these guys can get it. And there's nothing referee Charles Robinson can do about it, as we just saw Brock Lesnar hit a huge belly-to-belly overhead suplex. Oh, and this one going to the outside early on. This one is sure to be brutal. Again, bouncing the head of Lesnar off this table. But Lesnar again, despite the UFC side of his play, a great amateur wrestler, has done all there is to do in regards to wrestling. Whether it be a world champion in WWE, whether it be championships on amateur level, Brock Lesnar has been there. Brock Lesnar has done it. Brock Lesnar, one of the biggest success stories we've ever seen in WWE. Not only was he a WWE champion, but he went on to quote-unquote real fighting, and Brock Lesnar becoming the UFC World Champion. Triple H going for it. Oh, Brock Lesnar wrestling the belt off Triple H, wrapping that belt around the head of Triple H. And now the game trying to fight back, and he does a huge shot with that bell to the head of Lesnar. Triple H throwing that bell down with a head of steam. And you can see the game means business tonight. Grabbing that chair. Missed the first time. Missed the second time. Lesnar. Oh, Lesnar did not miss. But missed the second one. The game again with that chair. Finally connecting a huge chair shot to the forehead of Lesnar. Lesnar, of course, sporting some brand new ring gear tonight. The game telling Lesnar exactly what he thinks of him. Triple H, former DX member, and his partner in DX, Shawn Michaels, as we saw, ejected from ringside alongside Paul Heyman. Referee Charles Robinson obviously feeling that Shawn Michaels and Paul Heyman are only going to get involved in this match unnecessarily. So Charles Robinson doing the best thing in his book, taking them out of the action and out of harm's way. So it is Brock Lesnar and Triple H officially one-on-one. No disqualifications, you can see in the ring. Many weapons starting to fill the ring up. We've got a table, we've got a couple of chairs, we had a crutch somewhere, a ring belt. This one sure to be brutal. Oh, big belly to belly. Over onto that steel chair. Triple H writhing in pain. But the game full of aggression. Oh, big chair shot, sending Brock Lesnar to the outside of the ring. And Triple H telling Brock to bring it. After the year Triple H has had at the hands of Lesnar, Triple H, you can see the frustration on this man's face. Triple H, the game, is going to be doing anything to save his career and to put down Brock Lesnar once and for good. Oh, can't quite connect, and Triple H pulling up there, possibly suffering some kind of leg injury in this match early on. Triple H holding that leg, but for the time being continuing the assault, but spoke too soon. Brock Lesnar picking the game up. Torture rack time. A very effective move by Brock Lesnar. Squeezing the life out of Triple H, but Triple H finding a way out of it. DDT. A desperation DDT, possibly even onto that chair again. But speaking of chairs, a huge chair shot by Lesnar. Since these two men have been feuding, we have seen numerous times of blood involved, despite blood seemingly being banned in the WWE. That says volumes for the feud that has developed between the pair. And Triple H shutting that table up, but walking straight into a snap suplex by the former WWE and UFC heavyweight champion. Big backbreaker. The back of the game gotta be in trouble. With the 300+ pound size of Lesnar, every move is almost like a finisher. Triple H going for the roll up, nearly saving his career, but referee Charles Robinson only getting a 2 count. These two men again, back and forth, locking up centre of the ring. Oh, a big clothesline by Triple H. A former 13-time world champion. Though Triple H now seemingly in the twilight of his WWE career. Not sure Triple H will ever hold a world championship ever again. Triple H not quite beating Ric Flair's record of 17, I believe. But will he become champion before it's all said and done? Only time will tell. But if Triple H cannot defeat Lesnar tonight, then his career is over. And now Brock Lesnar in a bad situation. Surely not. Oh, the next big thing driven onto that table. The table did not break. Possibly a Japanese table of sorts. Irish whip. Oh, before Triple H can connect with anything, Brock Lesnar reversing that move into the belly to belly. But as we just saw moments ago, that superplex onto the table did not break. Oh, but it broke that time. A big overhead stolen suplex through the table. Could be over. But Brock Lesnar, the animal that is Brock Lesnar, kicking out after only a 1 count. Oh, Triple H attempting a chair shot, not to beat. Blocks it though. And connects. A huge chair shot to the forehead of Brock Lesnar. The game full of intensity, torn into the crowd. Triple H feels that this one is his to win now. Triple H on the top rope. Misses that punch though. Oh, but Lesnar too slow to counter it. Triple H finally up the top rope. A bit slower than usual, but Triple H not accustomed to top rope maneuvers, but finally got it. We are experiencing a few technical difficulties here, but this is WrestleMania. This is live. Anything can happen. But Brock Lesnar straight back to the head of Triple H. As we continue to have a couple of technical issues, I'm sure they'll be sorted very shortly. But we continue with the action. That big blow sending Triple H down onto that steel chair. Both these big men looking up again. They got to give the strength advantage to Brock Lesnar. One of the biggest guys on this roster. This is actually only Brock's 3rd match since returning to the WWE the day after WrestleMania last year. Along the way, Brock Lesnar has defeated John Cena at Extreme Rules and also defeated Triple H at SummerSlam, so this being only his 3rd match. And as I'm saying that, Triple H with that famous running knee lift to the forehead of Lesnar. Lesnar has been busted wide open. Oh, and now a signature spinebuster. The game of that signature spinebuster. The end could be near for Lesnar. Triple H putting that chair down. What is he thinking? He's thinking pedigree on the chair. Can he connect? Yes, he can. Triple H bouncing the head of Lesnar off that steel chair. And Triple H finally getting some retribution. Triple H defeating Brock Lesnar here at WrestleMania. Triple H still an active wrestler on this roster. Triple H saving his career and Triple H defeating Brock Lesnar on the biggest stage in them all. What a brutal match and a great way to continue this awesome pay-per-view. And as Lesnar and Paul Heyman attempting to get out of Mania, Shawn Michaels coming back along with Heyman, a pedigree super kick combination. But we are moving on. Arguably the most anticipated match of the night. It is going to be CM Punk versus the Dead Man, The Undertaker, with Undertaker's WrestleMania streak on the line. Taker currently 20-0 at the biggest event in wrestling history, but CM Punk coming off an amazing year and a half, going to be looking to end Taker's undefeated streak. CM Punk, of course, former WWE champion, keeping hold of that championship for 400 plus days. An amazing run by CM Punk before ultimately that run come to an end at the hands of The Rock at the Royal Rumble. And speaking of The Rock, he is still WWE champion, and The Rock going to be defending that WWE championship coming up next in the main event of them all. John Cena, Rock, second year in a row, this time with the WWE championship on the line. But The Undertaker now making his way to the ring in his typical dead man fashion. Gonna be making CM Punk wait though. The Dead Man playing mind games just like he does every single time he enters the squared circle. This is only Taker's second match since defeating Triple H last year in that Hell in a Cell match. The first match since that Hell in a Cell match being at a house show. And now, I guess you could say, the first match officially since being back on TV this year. It is going to be Undertaker versus CM Punk. The Dead Man, one of few genuine legends in this business. Taker originally making his debut in the World Wrestling Federation at the time, back at the Survivor Series in 1990. But here in the year 2013, the Dead Man still going reasonably strong. Sure, he may only compete once a year or so, but the Dead Man, every time he does compete, putting his body and soul into the opponent, whoever it may be, of course tonight being CM Punk. So Taker, despite his advancing ages and the years and years of injury, Taker can still get the job done. Taker capable of defeating anyone the WWE put in front of him. This year it being CM Punk, but as you can see, Taker kicking off the match in style. But CM Punk sporting that new red ring attire tonight, fighting back. CM Punk, the smaller man, but arguably the better wrestler between the two. The Undertaker, much more of that brawling style as we've seen over the years. Hip tossing CM Punk back into the ring. The so-called best in the world has got a huge challenge in front of him tonight. But Undertaker battling back, going top rope. We have seen this move over the years. That big clothesline from the Dead Man. But CM Punk again fighting back with that big snap power slam on this big 6'7" monster. we have seen in the weeks leading up to this one. The disgraceful actions that CM Punk has done at the hands of The Undertaker and his former manager, who recently tragically passed away. There are seemingly no boundaries for CM Punk though. Whether that is a good idea or not, I'm not exactly sure you would assume. Whilst that might take Taker off his game a little bit, it's just going to make Taker even more angry than normal. And that frustration Taker is going to be wanting to put on CM Punk tonight at Mania. But currently CM Punk with a decent amount of offense early on. But Taker back in control of that big Russian leg sweep. I definitely expect this match to go back and forth every few seconds. Both these competitors, great competitors at that. But CM Punk going snake eyes. Take off the ropes. Oh, go for that big clothesline, but CM Punk accustomed to it. These two great superstars I met previously numerous times back in 2009, that time fighting over CM Punk's World Championship. Taker managing to defeat Punk on a couple of occasions, though CM Punk defeating Taker also. When that feud was all said and done, I could be wrong, but I do believe Taker leaving that feud on top, leaving that feud as the World Champion. But that was a few years ago. As we fast forward to 2013, Punk coming off an extraordinary year is going to believe he can defeat the Dead Man tonight, despite the previous 20 attempts by various men, including the likes of Diesel, Psycho Sid, Kane on a few occasions, Shawn Michaels, Triple H. Man after man, no one has defeated the Dead Man. For reasons such as this, the Dead Man putting his body weight, absolutely destroying CM Punk. CM Punk got to be broken in half after being driven through the barricade. Taker lucky not to be disqualified in this one. Then again, can you imagine the reaction from the crowd if Taker got disqualified? That would not be good at all. Arguably, Charles Robinson signed his death warrant. And mentioning Charles Robinson, The Undertaker just taking him out, possibly accidentally. We will never know. Taker going for that chair, but the referee quickly back to his feet. But what is this? Oh, an early tombstone onto a steel chair. A tombstone onto CM Punk on the outside of the ring on that steel chair. This one could be over early on. Can Taker get the pin? CM Punk showing that willpower that made him world champion. And now submission hold locked in. CM Punk seemingly showing zero effect from that tombstone pile driver. You've got to assume the adrenaline has kicked in for CM Punk, as this is arguably bigger than any championship CM Punk has won in his career. If CM Punk can defeat the streak, if he can defeat the Dead Man, then arguably having that streak is going to be worth more than any championship reign he's ever had in his career. But it's not going to be an easy task, as we've seen the Taker can get back up from anything, and Taker again with that second signature clothesline off that top rope, sending this near 7-footer, 300-pounder through the air, chopping CM Punk down to the mat. These two again locking up. Taker, what's he going to be going for? Showing some great power. That delayed vertical suplex taking Punk again. But Punk now sweeping the legs of the Dead Man. And if the Dead Man has any disadvantage in general, or any weakness should I say, then it has got to beat the lower half of his body. So the knees, the legs, that has got to beat CM Punk's game plan if he is to defeat the Dead Man here at WrestleMania 29. A lot easier said than done. The Dead Man continues to fight back. CM Punk going for a suplex of his own. Not to be though. Great counter by the dead man. Float over into that neckbreaker. And now hip tosses CM Punk back into the ring. I bet CM Punk wishes he has not disrespected the dead man as much as he has in previous weeks, because this time, a bit early on, this is not turning out good for CM Punk. Undertaker with that signature clothesline again, and now picking Punk back to his feet before planting him down with that vicious DDT into the cover. Only a 1 count. CM Punk showing some great fight, kicking out after this assault, only at a 1 count. But taking out, not taking his foot off the gas, continuing this assault on CM Punk, who has disrespected not only Taker but the memory of his former manager and mentor Paul Bearer. Another back suplex, the weight of the dead man going through the body of CM Punk. CM Punk landing on that neck and back for a numerous time. But CM Punk again fighting back, sending the dead man to the outside of the ring. As the referee continues his 10 count, these men got to be careful. They do not get counted out. That would not be a very good way to end this match. Can you imagine the uproar from the fans here at Mania if this match was to end via a count-out or disqualification? I think the referee is at a count of 7 maybe. But Taker back in and breaking that count. Taker does not want to defeat CM Punk that way. Taker does not want to win via count out. Taker wants to destroy CM Punk, and Taker wants to show CM Punk that he should not have disrespected Taker, and definitely not disrespected Taker's former manager Paul Bearer. But to his credit, CM Punk hanging in there with the Phenom. CM Punk so far equal to the dead man. The dead man again showing that frustration, taking out the referee. Whether that was on purpose or accidental, we will never know. Again, this match on the outside for large portions of this one. And another spinning neck breaker by the former WWE champion. With the Phenom fighting back. Right hand after right hand. The dead man possessing the arguably the best series of punches in WWE history. Taker again breaking that 10 count. What is this? Oh, a big stalling German suplex, sending the dead man through the announcer's table. This is a golden opportunity for CM Punk to end the streak. CM Punk has got to get Taker back into the ring though. But Taker already to his feet, showing no signs of that German suplex through the table. And again, CM Punk floating the dead man over into that wrist lock. But Taker has that foot near the rope. Referee forcing Punk to relinquish the hold. But this does continue. The assault on Taker's arm. But Punk is not in a good way. You can see Punk holding his head, holding his back. Punk has been put through severe punishment in this one. And a sidewalk slam by the 300-pound man. And now Taker putting Punk on that top rope. Punk in a bad situation now, punch after punch. And I think we're going to be seeing a 300-pound super backdrop. Undertaker sending CM Punk for the ride. And now Taker in firm control of this one. Taking all that pent-up frustration and anger out at the hands of the so-called best in the world CM Punk. Running DDT, a move we have seen many times over the years by the Phenom. And another DDT. Undertaker just playing with CM Punk at this point. I'm sure if he wanted to, Taker could get the pinfall at any moment. But ladies and gentlemen, do not forget, this is not the final match on the card. We have still got Rock Cena 2 this time for the WWE title, but in the ring. Taker, can he connect? He can. Tombstone pole driver. This one has got to be over. 1, 2, 3. No, CM Punk kicking out of the Tombstone pole driver. Very few men have kicked out of that maneuver over the years, but CM Punk added to that very short list of men that have now. Irish whip and a big boot to the lifeless CM Punk. CM Punk looks to be finished as far as this match goes. Taker now just playing with Punk. Kick after kick after kick. Another Irish whip. Oh, and a big power slam. Almost a bear hug type slam. And now again for the second time. And a big one this time. The Tombstone pole driver for the second time. This has got to be it. No, CM Punk continues to kick out of everything the dead man has thrown at him. CM Punk kicking out of 2 Tombstone pole drivers. That has got to be never seen before. But CM Punk doing it at WrestleMania. Is that a sign CM Punk has got luck on his side? Can CM Punk end the streak of a dead man? Currently, Taker continuing the assault. CM Punk cannot muster anything back, but somehow, someway, CM Punk continuing to stay alive. Oh, but CM Punk quickly to his feet as The Undertaker was signaling for another tombstone. But CM Punk finally getting some offense in. Oh, and another big German suplex. What power shown by Punk to suplex this 300-pound man. Both men throwing punches and kicks. CM Punk with the advantage this time. Another German suplex. This one with authority. Oh, and a huge kick to the back of the head of the dead man. The dead man now, for the first time in a long time, showing some pain on his face. Another big kick to the back of the head and the spine by Punk. It's a sign that CM Punk is going to be ending the streak as he continues this vicious assault on the dead man. CM Punk reversal after reversal. Whether CM Punk wins this match, whether CM Punk loses this match, you have got to give CM Punk a shit ton of credit. CM Punk holding his own against the dead man. Now another neck breaker. With momentum possibly on his side. CM Punk now with the dead man on the mat. And a big clubbing blow to the face of The Undertaker. Irish whip. Oh, but countered by the dead man. Big knee to CM Punk. This is a bad situation for CM Punk. CM Punk getting the life punched out of him. A lifeless Punk falling down to the mat. And again, Punk being put in that corner. A bad predicament to be in. This is not good for Punk. This is not good at all. Super choke slam off the top rope. A huge choke slam by the Phenom. Calling for it. Can it connect with a third Tombstone pole driver? Yes, he can. Tombstone number 3 for the best in the world. Surely this time. And it took 3 tombstones, but finally The Undertaker has defeated CM Punk here at WrestleMania 29. The Undertaker now 21-0 at WrestleMania. The Undertaker's WrestleMania streak stays alive. But the night is not over. We have still got one match to go, and it is going to be for the WWE Championship. The Rock, the current reigning and defending WWE Champion, going to be defending that championship against John Cena. I probably won't need to remind you viewers of the feud that has developed between the pairing. The Rock and John Cena now going at it for the last year or two. The Rock originally costing Cena the championship back at WrestleMania 27. At WrestleMania 28, after a year-long build, The Rock defeated John Cena in a match billed as once in a lifetime. But that quote-unquote once-in-a-lifetime match was not once in a lifetime after all, because thanks to The Rock defeating CM Punk at the Royal Rumble for the championship, and thanks to John Cena defeating 29 other superstars at the Rumble in the Rumble match itself, these two giants of wrestling are going to be colliding again. Rock, Cena number 2, this time with the WWE Championship on the line, as we await the entrance by John Cena. And here he comes with some retro music and retro Titantron. John Cena seemingly going old school. The Doctor of Thugonomics is back seemingly. John Cena, the old John Cena, making his way to the ring. A mix of old and new, possibly a new direction by the former Doctor of Thugonomics. But the 10-time world champion looking confident, coming to the ring with that swagger that we have not seen Cena do in years. Looks The Rock dead in the eye, and this is going to be huge. John Cena challenges The Rock for The Rock's WWE title, coming up in only seconds. The main event of WrestleMania 29 is here, with the biggest championship in the business on the line. Rock Cena, second year in a row this time. Championship on the line. Rock Cena number 2. Cena the Irish Whip. Leapfrog. Owen hits one of his signature maneuvers only seconds into this one. But you can hear the crowd chanting Rocky. The Rock, a huge fan favourite. The fans always 50-50 in regards to John Cena, and that is no different here tonight. We can hear Cena chants, we can hear Cena sucks chants. The fans undecided as always in regards to Cena, but nonetheless this match is going to be special. John Cena, The Rock going at it now, middle of the ring. Another Irish Whip by Cena. Cannot connect though. The Rock out of the way. Speed being shown by the Great One. An Irish Whip, this time by the Brahma Bull. Followed up by a big clothesline, sending Cena down to the mat again. Another lock up from behind this time, but Cena, the younger of the pair, attempting to fight back, and he does for a second time in a big drop kick. A move we do not see by John Cena too often, but very effective when John Cena does manage to maneuver. Big back suplex by the Great One, the current reigning and defending WWE Champion. I hope you guys have enjoyed this pay-per-view, whether you're watching this match as a single match, as a separate video, or whether you've actually spent the time to watch this entire pay-per-view with me. And if you have, I greatly appreciate the support. But hopefully, either way, you've enjoyed the event, whether it be as a singles or one long video. And what an event we have seen. We have seen a new champion crowned in every championship matchup. We saw The Miz defeat Wade Barrett for the IC Championship. We have seen Alberto Del Rio lose his world title to Jack Swagger. We saw Team Hell No lose their tag team titles to the team of Dolph Ziggler and Big E Langston. And another title on the line now, WWE Championship. The question is, can The Rock retain, or is John Cena going to follow that route tonight? and continue the theme of the challenger defeating the champion. We will see as this match continues. John Cena taunting The Rock now. But The Rock fighting back into it. Big Irish whip. The Rock putting Cena on the top rope. What is this? Alright, big arm drag. We don't see that move too often by The Rock, but very effective that time. A great one. The WWE Champion looking great tonight. But Cena, Irish whip. Off the ropes as well, and a huge clothesline, almost taking the head of the Great One off. And it's time already. You can't see me. 5-knuckle shuffle time by John Cena. Scraping that fist down the face of the Great One. Cena now on the top rope. Gonna be looking for that leg drop possibly. Goes for it, but The Rock with a nice counter into that backbreaker. John Cena pushing him away. Irish whip. This time putting the Great One back in the corner. But The Rock again fighting out of it. Punch after punch. And now the headlock. But Cena again showing that technical skill. You can't see me punch. Rock ducks it. Again The Rock locking out of Cena. Oh, connects for the second time. The you can't see me. Huge punch to the forehead of the Great One. John Cena back in control of this one. Big clothesline. John Cena going to be looking to become an 11-time world champion tonight. Cena arguably one of the most popular yet the most hated superstars in WWE history. Cena as always a very interesting relationship with the WWE Universe. Some fans love him, some fans hate him. I guess it depends if you're over the age of 15 or not. But still, nevertheless, whether you hate him, whether you love him, you've got to respect the work that John Cena has put into his company. John Cena has been the workhorse of the WWE for numerous years now, so you've got to respect the time and the effort this man puts in to being the man in the WWE. But I'm sure at this current time, The Rock is not appreciating John Cena because John Cena putting a beat down on the champion. Over the ropes, into the pin. A 2 count that time. Cena coming close to winning this one. Now sending The Rock to the outside, it looks like. Oh, The Rock's head bounced off the ring apron. And Cena continuing this assault. Knocking Rocky down on the outside of the ring. Cena back in the ring quickly to break that count. Back over to The Rock. Both men locking up again. Who is going to gain the upper hand? The Rock this time. It's tough to say who is the stronger of the two. Oh, surely not. A huge rock bottom. Rock bottom onto the outside of the ring. Cena could be in trouble. But Cena again fighting back, but showing some effects from that rock bottom. John Cena retreating back into the ring. The Rock quickly behind. Oh, but Cena, nice move, a reverse suplex in the ring. Cena again on the top rope, going to be looking for that leg drop again maybe. Oh, he does, and finally connects with it into the cover. But nowhere near enough to put the Great One down. Oh, we do not see that too often, but The Rock with a sword through the air. The Rock with that huge elbow drop onto John Cena, onto the announcer's table. And a spine buster just for good measure. That move normally followed by the people's elbow, but cannot connect with that particular move on that side of the ring. So The Rock now doing the right thing, throwing Cena back into the ring. I'm sure going to be looking for another rock bottom or the people's elbow as this match continues. But the champion in firm control of this one. The Rock back into the ring now, but walking into the right hand of Cena, but not to beat. Rock with the block into the arm lock, but Cena again reversing the Rock. Cena appearing to have the number of The Rock in regards to technical wrestling ability in this one. Rock on the top rope, but kicking Cena away. Oh, Rocky with the crossbody into the cover. 1, 2. A long 2 count that time by the Great One. Cena kicking out. Oh, but can he kick out of this? Rock bottom. A rock bottom onto Cena, middle of the ring. 1. Cena instinctively kicking out after only a 1 count. Irish whip. Leapfrog. And again Cena hitting that signature hip toss onto the Great One. Cena wake up talk time. Gonna be looking for the attitude adjustment. Oh, instead hits his inverted powerbomb. Normally followed up by a 5 knuckle shuffle, not to beat. This time deciding to end the match, or at least attempt to, with the STFU. The STF locked in. Oh, but Rock again rolling straight out of that one, but walking straight into a big clothesline by Cena. But the Rock reversal that time, Irish whip. And now suplexing Cena back into the ring. Rocky doing everything in his power he can do to successfully retain and leave WrestleMania the 2nd year in a row as the winner. But Cena again STFU. But the Rock, the Great One, too close to the ropes. And now Rock positioned on the top rope. Oh, a couple of big punches by Cena. Rock again on the top rope. Oh, Cena catches him. Surely not. Cena showing amazing power. Attitude adjustment from nowhere. This could be it. 1, 2, 3, and he's done it. John Cena has defeated The Rock. John Cena catching The Rock with that AA in midair. And now The Rock already to his feet, giving Cena that championship. Cena is the new WWE champion. The Rock, a loser in this match, but showing respect to Cena. But Cena from nowhere with that bout shot to The Rock. It's a heel turn by Cena. Cena ending with WrestleMania as the WWE champion, as Cena looks over a bloody and bruised Great One. Nevertheless, John Cena Rock number 2 this time has produced John Cena as the winner. John Cena leaving WrestleMania 29 as champion. Good night, guys.